So, tonight we're doing a reading on how you can heal from this heartbreak. And we have 3 piles: one, two, and three. Take a minute to connect to your higher self and your intuition to be able to calm your mind and pick the pile that you're most drawn to. And we'll get started with pile one. So, for pile one, we have this heart in this maze. This has to do with a lot of heart healing. There may have been a very painful truth that came to light, and now you might be stuck inside your thoughts. There's a need for being able to forgive yourself and others for their roles played, and a need to be able to follow your passions to break free of the mental confusion or blocks that you're facing right now. These feelings of being stuck, because it's only in your mind that you're actually stuck. You just got to work your way through this maze to get out. It also might be a good idea for the people who chose this pile to put some of their passion into art projects or do-it-yourself projects, writing, singing, dancing, anything that expresses your creative energy to get all this fire and passion out to be able to uncover your heart again. So we have crown chakra. Everything is connected. You are never alone. Trust and have faith in your connection to the multitude. So also realizing that even though this person may have broken your heart, it may feel like they have stabbed you through the heart and just really tore it open and left you wounded. Even though they've done this, you are never alone. Take time to notice all the other people in your life that are there trying to help you through this situation. Maybe you've been spending a little excess time alone. The only validation you need is your own. Don't let others cause you to feel unworthy. You have the power to disallow that energy. So, you might be having a lot of self-worth issues related to this heartbreak as well. Just because it didn't work out here doesn't mean that you aren't an amazing person who deserves to be loved. Starting to take the time every day to tell yourself why you deserve love would be a really good idea. To be able to look in the mirror and tell yourself you're amazing and why you're amazing. Smart, sweet, funny, caring. Whatever things you can think of that feel like they resonate with you, that makes you amazing and unique, and that makes you a truly loving human who really deserves to have love as well. Don't let anyone else make you feel like you are unworthy of having something special because they couldn't handle who you were, or because they weren't the one that was meant to be with you, or because whatever problems ended up happening. Be kind to yourself and to others. Healthy boundaries are kind to both. There may also be a need to tell this person that you need some space from them if you're still in contact with them, to make sure that you're taking time and space for yourself, making sure that you're not committing to doing things for others while you're trying to heal yourself during this time. We have the tarantula, and the tarantula is reminds me a lot of planning, growing, putting in the time and effort to move forward. Being at a crossroad and understanding your life's purpose. This might be a moment in time where there's a big decision that needs to be made in your life, and it involves prioritizing your deeper life purpose, making sure that you're focusing on and putting your efforts towards going after your dreams. You might be stuck in some kind of pattern or habit from the past that might be sidetracking you, which could be this heartbreak. This heartbreak could really be sidetracking you from going after your true purpose. And yet your intuition keeps telling you to refocus your attention, because in order to find true happiness, you have to look within yourself. You have to find peace. Meditation would be a really good thing for you as well. Until you find that happiness within yourself, satisfaction will always be fleeting. The other people outside you don't create that happiness. That happiness comes from within yourself. If it can be created from the outside, then it can be taken away too. But if it's something that you have deep within yourself, it can never be taken away. A need for patience with yourself and with others as well in this situation. And to choose wisely. You might be hesitating over some decision as well. Maybe overthinking it, constantly questioning it. Taking some time to write out your thoughts would really help with that situation. Cosmic Heart, Cosmic Christ. I was going to say something about unconditional love earlier too. I should have. So for this one, I'm going to read it out of the book because this is a really good one out of the book. I would say another good thing for you would also be to protect your energy. And to work on your heart chakra would be a really good one for this pile. You are elevating your vibration towards the frequency of limitless supply and unconditional love. Spiritually, you are reaching for a high level of attainment. Past pain and self-defeating behaviors shall no longer have a place in your heart. Christ consciousness is an expression of divine love that comes straight from the universal heart. It triggers a transmutation, an evolution so absolute that we are irrevocably changed. We increasingly become an embodied expression of pure divine will and an unwavering expression of divine love for all who are in need. This process takes lifetimes to complete. As you proceed, you will receive countless blessings to support your journey and to fulfill your sole purpose of serving love. There will also be tests. These give the spirit a chance to master or to develop mastery. There will be tests of forgiveness. It is easier to forgive when you don't harbor resentments as natural limitations, which is like being angry at the sun for not shining. It's also drinking poison that isn't yours to drink. Natural laws prevail, so whether we are speaking of the sun, a child, or ourselves as we grow, compassion allows forgiveness to flow more easily. There will also be tests of power. As you grow, you will become more powerful. You can use that power to help or hinder others, to manipulate them through fear, or to encourage them with love. You can nurture yourself on your path, or you can relentlessly criticize yourself for your errors. You can claim your power comes from superiorities that you possess, or you can see yourself as a surrendered vehicle, animated in purposeful action through the divine grace. You may feel you need to sacrifice yourself for others, but you are just as much in need of love as any other human being on this planet. When you are full and overflowing, what you share with others can enhance you and them. It is not a choice between what nurtures you and what nurtures others, as if those were competing needs. In the realms of Christ, what nurtures you is actually nurturing for all. Raises the energy of the collective. As you raise your energy, raises the energy of the people around you as well. When you are feeling diminished or drained, you have been pulled out of the higher frequencies of peace and kindness to yourself. You've become trapped in unforgiveness or in power games, or seduced by the lesser truths of another rather than the truth of your own heart. Christ calls you now to receive his love for you and to allow your own heart to feel the grace and healing of this. It can be a challenge to learn to love another in a way that does not harm yourself. Perhaps you learned that love was about making yourself less in order to help another feel like more. This is not love. nor is it consciously chosen sacrifice. It is the heart acting out the scars of the past. Your heart deserves to experience real love. As you gently claim this for yourself, you will find much strength within, much respect for yourself, and a willingness to receive much good in your life. It is time for you to embrace the higher expressions of Christ's love within you. You have as much right to experience love, respect, and forgiveness as any other. Sharing love in any way brings you closer to your spiritual mission in this lifetime, and it also attracts prosperity and abundance. Let the love in. You do not have to suffer to grow now. You just need to let the love flow. You might be somebody who's very empathetic and sensitive as well. So this might have been a somewhat codependent relationship, a relationship where you hid yourself a lot because of someone else, or hold on. Because someone else may have, they might not have said anything blunt or horrible that you can really think of right off the bat, but there's little seeds that get planted sometimes from other people that we're in relationships with, where they say something that just really hurts you deep down and really makes you feel like you aren't good enough, makes you feel like you don't have the ability to express yourself, because when you do, people are going to look at you weird, or people are going to think you're dumb, or people are going to think that you aren't good enough in some way, because whoever broke your heart in this situation made you feel as though you weren't, when in reality you are exactly as you are meant to be. Everyone on this planet is worthy of love. And the best way to find that love outside yourself is to find that love within yourself first, to fill yourself up with that love, that compassion, that peace, that forgiveness, that understanding that things don't work out for a reason sometimes, and to start expressing your true self, being your real self around people. Don't worry about one person's opinions about you, or thoughts about you, or even what you thought they thought about you, because sometimes it's really not even anything they're doing, it's just what you think they're thinking about you as well, because of some other past scars. But when you express your truth like that, and you really step into your light and your power, and you really accept who you are, and you make it a point every day to go out and be the person you are, then you will start bringing in people who are vibrating on a level that is higher, that is matching your level a little bit more. Then we have the Eight of Cups, Two of Swords, Seven of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So it looks like you might be questioning some new opportunity. You might have put in a whole lot of work on this, really. A lot of work, a lot of patience, a lot of determination to build and to grow and to understand things. You might be very indecisive and questioning whether or not you should walk away from this situation for good. Feeling like when this person left, everything was taken away from you. Just sadness overwhelming you. An indecision about where you should go and what you should do at this point. Once you clear up this sadness, though, once you start to see that even though there's all this spilled over here, you still got these two cups upright. You can still build again after this. After every downfall, you can always rise up and build something again. When one thing is broken or torn down, there's always new doors and new opportunities that come into place. And it looks like there's a lot of prosperous, abundant opportunities right in front of you that you may not be seeing because you're so focused on this sadness and loss and the pain behind you. But that stuff's behind you, and now's the time to focus on building for what's in front of you and these new opportunities that are coming into play. I think that's all I have for this video, or for this pile. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope this helped you. Have a good day. On to pile 2. So, for pile 2, we have this abundant, fertile growth going on here. Finding of stability, learning to listen to your intuition, learning how to express your truth regardless of what others think, learning how to listen to the messages and synchronicities you may be seeing, and learning how to be joyous and positive and have this willpower and determination to believe in yourself as you're going forward. There might be a little bit of a tug of war going on in your thoughts, where it's going back and forth between the good thoughts and the bad thoughts, and you might be falling into a little bit of anxiety, fear, into this darkness. It might have made you face your shadow side so that you can bring your shadow side and your light side into balance. We have third eye chakra. Trust your intuition. The answer lies within. Meditate, journal, write, draw, or take time in nature to see the answers. Find your inner peace through rest, reflection, and self-care. Take back your personal power. Find happiness, appreciation, and gratitude in all that you do. Solar plexus chakra. Go with the flow and allow for change to take place, knowing change is equally capable of being good or bad. So taking the time to go back and look at this situation and really see the truth of what it was. Being able to get quiet and listen to the truth within your heart. And being able to really have a lot of joy and optimism when you're going about your day. Exercise would really help this pile, as well as dancing, singing, cleaning, cooking, things that keep you active. Maybe even starting a new project or joining a new, I want to say club, but clubs, I don't know, that's really not the word I was looking for, but joining some kind of community activity of some sort might help, like doing some community service or taking a class of some kind. Being able to just be at peace and know that whatever is meant to be will happen. And really just allowing all these changes that are unfolding around you that might be making you a little anxious to take place. Life is always constantly changing, and there's really nothing to be afraid of. Sometimes, yeah, there's bad things that happen when change comes around, but a lot of times changes bring good things in the long run, even if at first it doesn't seem so good. And we have Tiger, so a need to get really in touch with your feminine side. Taking a walk at night might help this pile as well, to be able to clear their head. To be able to accept your shadow side and the shadow sides of others around you as well. a need to be more receptive and devoted. Devoted to accepting the changes and finding peace within yourself, and receptive to changes coming in. Maybe you're finding your sensuality